It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, as you know, anytime Ohio State plays at Michigan, it can be really intense, and that's already something we've seen here in the pregame. You might remember teams shared the tunnel coming out onto the field, and I could see a little bit of a pregame scuffle, guys pushing, shoving, getting it mixed up. Already this rivalry game is turned up. The heat is on here at Michigan. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Jackson. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
there's a crease. Gives him the big stiff arm. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Oh, they're after him. On the run, deep down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage. Decision time for this offense. 4th down, Palmer, the home crowd. You know they want to go for it. They're going to be chanting. They're going to be excited. They need a reason to get on their feet.
And I like it because the head coach sending a clear message to his team. We are going to be aggressive.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback will keep it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Escapes the pressure to his right. Rolling on the run. Makes the grab on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Could be an alley. Delivers the stiff arm. Wrestled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right?
Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Underwood. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Working on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Good timing on the quick out. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. He might want another play. Here's Underwood to throw. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Again, it's Underwood. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Wilson, hey, Wilson!
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown Wolverines! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making.
Here's a little room there. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Making side adjustments here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Underwood. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. To the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Throwing, Underwood. Moving out to the right. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Here's Underwood to throw. Gets it to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. He's into the end zone. Down, Michigan. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's past the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. He'll try to do it himself. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing St. Clair. Quarterback extends the play. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Underwood. Here's a heat. And he never had a chance. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the number 18 team, the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's NC State sneaking out of here with an upset victory. And have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. That caps the season off with a very fine 8-4 record. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Trying to set the tone with the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They feed him again. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Got a little grass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the back. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work. But he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pulls and fires complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He'll try the left side. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Quarterback making checks. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on this ranking. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flip the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Zayn. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tavian St. Clair. Right on the money. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, Dave. Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Hard running there. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Pushes toward the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Going with the ground game left. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And some room to work. Gets it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull. There he goes! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Say it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he
might have a chip. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. St. Clair under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Again, it's St. Clair. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
He's going to let it go. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Trying the left side. Turning it on. Spinderella. He's finally heard it out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look good on the stat sheet, and that's about it, as this one's almost in the books. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
Go, go. Straight on the end.
To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They think there's room to run to the right here. Finding some room. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll try to run for it. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.